Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football, and home to the Tennessee Volunteers. And this crowd knows that when the Vols run through the tee, they are in for a show. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. So Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Fires to the big fella. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught in the backfield, it's Bridges. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is, because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Bridges. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. They'll run the quarterback sneak. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Surging forward on the sneak. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense...
Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that drive covered 40 yards, and they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drive.
Quickly out to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Volunteers in the hurry-up. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. And it seems like every time they throw it, it's first down time in Tennessee.
First down time, and then let's go again. Let's throw it again. These offenses are not afraid to throw the football when you got...
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Red pass, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. Makes the grab, and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They move the tight end all over. The RPO, it's complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And this senior quarterback knows he had a chance that time and just put a little too much on it.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Right down the middle. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown ball! Hold it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The big fullback's got it. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Bevo is a ground-based animal, and he has to like what he's seeing right now from this running game.
Yeah, the beef up front doing their job, creating some holes, making some alleys, get those running backs. I think Texas, when you can pound the rock and you can use your big guys up front, you can win a lot of football games.
I don't know if the defense came into this one expecting the fullback to be a weapon catching the ball, but that play, it didn't look like they were ready for him. He catches it, turns it upfield for the first.
They'll go to the fullback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle, it's Bridges. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Quarterback on the keeper. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
In an offense, if you're going to be successful running the ball, and I don't care who it is carrying it, you've got to have receivers that are willing to block. You've got to have guys that are willing to get involved. How about the receiver here on the stock block going and picking off that safety?
Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. On a little time, lets it go. Makes his connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first for this offense.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. You got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The Vols with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. With the catch, it's Jordan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's going for the big play. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Snap from the gun on third down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Pulled and fired complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Touch pass on the jet sweep. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 25. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn fans, they need to keep their eyes on for years to come.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lofts one down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because If he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and come out.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. And the Volunteers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Vols have it in scoring position on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Texas offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds his target down the middle. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. He's looking to throw. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Going up top on first down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Vols will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love this slide in. Don't take a big shot.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Oh, what a move! Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nifty little dance step. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. With jet sweep pass. Inside the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
From the shotgun, the inside give.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Quick pass on the fly motion. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. At the 40, there he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is just the worst feeling as a wide receiver because you're way downfield, you're ready for the big play, but you're just unable to connect. I'm sure he's going to be on the sideline asking for another deep shot opportunity.
Just ran him over. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They're staring down the defense and this crowd on this huge 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D. All 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in a great position.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Off the play fake. They're trying to get to him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. All kinds of running room. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Moving out of the pocket. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to pass on 2nd down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
That's something as a defense you got to be prepared for. In a 2-minute situation like this, you know they're going to try to throw the football to the sidelines and get guys out of bounds. So you got to have outside leverage, or you need zone defense to help out and try to bracket guys on these outbreaking routes.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch and coming up with a big play.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, what a play by the defender. Thrown into the end zone, he swats it away. When a game's this close, this late, that's a play when we look back on this one that maybe helps win the game for this team.
He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Getting some heat. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and